YouTube, it's Kari, your sidekick, and today I'm playing Team Deathmatch on Battlefield 4, a game that I wanted to play a long time ago, and I didn't, and I guess I recently have been starting to play it a little bit more because Call of Duty is getting just a little bit boring. It's mostly losing its fun factor, and I just don't like the way people want to play it anymore, so today what I'm going to talk about is Battlefield 4, my history with it, and the pros and cons of Battlefield compared to Call of Duty. So for those of you who might be new here, I am primarily a Call of Duty player. I've been playing Call of Duty for about 5 years. I feel like I'm pretty good at the game. I definitely have a lot of fun when I play it, but recently it's just it's really starting to get mostly boring for me. There's not much challenge, and it seems, like, especially within Ghost, that a lot of people choose to play it in just ways that I don't find to be fun. Mostly in domination and stuff, people just ruin game modes that I like, and I pretty much find myself mostly playing Team Deathmatch because anytime I get in any other kind of game mode, it's just full of people who don't PTFO and camp, and that's not fun. So I thought I would try to start playing a little bit more Battlefield 4 lately, especially because I'm totally a Battlefield noob. I don't know much about the game. I'm not very good at it. I'm not horrible at it, but I'm definitely nowhere near on like Call of Duty standards for it. So for me, it's a completely new game. It's more challenging, and I'm having a lot of fun playing it. So for Call of Duty, I started playing Call of Duty when Modern Warfare 2 came out, and for Battlefield, I played Battlefield Bad Company 1 and 2 pretty shortly after coming out, but even though they have Battlefield in the title, I've had a lot of people tell me that those actually don't have anything to do with the Battlefield franchise. So if that's the case, then the first Battlefield that I ever played was Battlefield 3, which I did get shortly after it came out. I remember I was working at GameStop around that time, and everyone that worked there knew I really liked Call of Duty, and they all suggested that Battlefield was the better first-person shooter, so I went ahead and got it. I played the storyline, which I thought the campaign was fine, but then when I went to go play multiplayer, my first game went like 2-19, and pretty much all the games went like that for me, and I couldn't really figure out what I was doing wrong and why I was struggling so much, so it really didn't take long for me to realize that I just didn't like Battlefield, and it pretty much just sat there for quite a while. So I did come back and give it another chance later in the year. It was pretty much near the end that it came out because my boyfriend ended up getting the game, so I thought, okay, I'll try it, I'll play it with him. But pretty much mostly the same things happened, and I realized that I didn't really like it, mostly because of vehicles and because of how big the maps were, and we did a lot of conquests. So then I eventually found out that they released a map pack called Close Quarters, and I bought that, and that was when I finally started liking Battlefield, but I still didn't play it that much, and pretty much went right back to Call of Duty, and that's where we're at today. So I've been playing Battlefield for not too long, maybe just a couple hours, but I will say I finally am starting to feel like I'm liking the game. It's definitely more challenging than Call of Duty, but I still see a lot of pros and cons compared to Call of Duty. I will still say I feel like I'm more of a Call of Duty fan, mostly because it's easier and I guess I'm just more used to it. And I do think that people who say Battlefield's better probably are just generally better at this game than me. I will say I think that this is a much more complicated game to play. It's harder to play. You have to have more skill, more gun skill than you do in Call of Duty, so maybe I'm just not as good of a player as I thought I was. But so some of the pros and cons that I see, I'll start with the cons first. I still think the maps are too large. I pretty much will only play Team Deathmatch and Domination right now. Maybe one day when I get a little bit better at the game, I'll try some of the other game modes, but I just can't stand trying to run across a map that's like 2 miles wide and I can't find anybody. And I really hate vehicles, I guess because I just don't really get how to work them, especially aircraft, but even tanks and stuff, and they seem so overpowered to me. Like, I just keep dying from tanks, and I don't really know how to destroy tanks and stuff, so, for me, it's probably not that the game's bad or anything, it's just that I'm still kind of new to the game. I don't really know what I'm doing, and I don't know how to take the stuff out, and so, for me, I find that to be kind of annoying. And then I will say one thing that I do find to be really is a problem for this game, and I don't know if it's just me, and I would actually like, some comments. Does this happen to you guys if you play Battlefield? Like, did I not install the disc right or what? But this game is really glitchy. Like, the first game I played, all my sound went out. Not all of it, but I would say like 90% of my sound was gone. I couldn't hear my footsteps or my gunshots. I couldn't hear the enemies. And so I left the game. I went to the test range. It was fine. joined another game, and then it was fine, so I didn't really know what happened. And then twice now, I've played with iron sights, and the front part of the iron sight that you look through that's closer to you was just a solid block where you can't see through it at all. And even if someone's really, really close to me and I pretty much just try like hip firing them or try to guess where they are, it is pretty much impossible for me to shoot anybody, and it will do that for like a minute or two, and then I'll die and I'll respawn, and then my iron sights are fine. So I don't know why that is. I also have to say that the iron sights in this game are terrible. Like, pretty much every gun in Call of Duty, I could play with the iron sights. Like, even if they're sucky iron sights, like the SC-2010, I hate those, I could still play just fine. This game, I pretty much can't play with iron sights at all. It is necessary to have an optical attachment, but that's just me. And then one of my last cons would be with sniping. I don't know, what my problem with sniping is, but it seems like all my kills were 2 and 3 shot kills, even if I was pretty close to them. Like, I was not getting any 1 shot kills, and I just feel like you should as a sniper. And then all of the snipers are bolt action, which is fine, but the game doesn't seem to rechamber the gun automatically for you like Call of Duty does, and for me that's just kind of annoying because I'm already used to that. And then also, I can't really use my scuff with every single gun in the game. Some of the guns, especially the snipers, the trigger stops getting in the way, and that's, I guess, not really a Battlefield problem, that's a scuff problem, but it is kind of annoying since I do really like using my scuff. And also one other con I can think of is it seems like my frame rate is dropping a lot in this game, and I notice it on other people's too, and I don't know why that is, but that's, kind of annoying. So now I guess we can move into pros, and one of the biggest pros for me that I never thought would be a pro, because it's something I used to really like about Call of Duty, is the fact that there is no kill streaks. And I guess the reason I like it so much is because A, the kill streaks in Call of Duty kind of suck now. I seriously think they all need a serious buff. They're just so weak. And 2, because people don't really camp in this game trying to get their kill streaks, and so more people are PTFOing, and I really like that. Also like that this game's more realistic and that it requires burst fire, and it definitely requires more teamwork. So overall, I would expect to be seeing a little bit more Battlefield gameplay, although it is kind of hard for me to edit Battlefield, especially because when you die you have like a 10-second respawn delay, and I have to edit all those out. I mean, I guess I don't have to, but who really wants to sit there and watch the kill cam, So I hope you guys liked the video. Thanks for watching, and comment and like the video or dislike if you want, and I'll see you guys later.